Hello everyone. In this video, we'll see some advanced functionality like we'll create a simple form and then store that data in the database, and then we'll perform some edit functionality, and then we'll perform some delete functionality. So I will use the same project which I have created earlier. So I will add a one form. Will name as entry form. So I will name FRM entry. So I have added an entry. I have created entry form. I will change the title that and data entry. I have changed the title of form to data entry. I have changed the start position to center. I will add one label on top of the screen. So for that I will do auto size to false. I will change the back color to black. Fore color, that is font color, to white. We'll change the font to bold 16. We'll change docking to top. We'll change to bold. We'll change the text align to center. We'll change the text to entry, data entry form, data entry form. So till now I think you have understand what I did. Now we'll add a one label. We'll change the font to Vardana 10, and we'll change the text to first name. Similarly I will add another last name, gender, last name, then gender, date of birth, and I will add another call contact number. So this is the basic form which I will this is the basic data which I will store here, save. So on click of save button I will save the data. I will change the button flat appearance to flat. We'll change the black color to back color to black. We'll change the font to Vardana 10. We'll change the font color to white. So this is the button. We'll also add another button called reset. On click of that reset button will clear all the text box. Add another button called close. So on click of close button I will close this form. Now we'll add a text box to get input from the user. So I will add the text box. I have added text box here. I will add another text box. Or we'll change the font to Vardana. So we'll select the text box. We'll click F4 to get the properties window, and then I will, from the properties font, I will select Vardana 10. To make the duplicate copy of text box with same properties, select the text box, press the control and drag it. So I have create another text box, drag it. I will change appearance to flat so it will be more visible. So I will change the border style to fixed single. So now text box is more visible. For gender, I think the best control is the radio button. So I will select the radio button. But we need to put this radio button in group box because it's a group. So I will first select the group box from all window, group box. I will clear the text of that group box. Then I will select radio button. I will type male and female. So I have added here. I will change the font of both radio button. So I will set the font to Verdana 10. So it will be the font will be similar with other font. For date of birth, we need a calendar control. So I will select the calendar. So we have date time picker in .NET. So I will select the date time picker. I will since the date is very long, that is Saturday, May 10, 2014. I want a short date. So what I will do is that I will change the date format to short, and I want custom. So I will set it to custom. Now how I want date, then I want month. We represent 3 months or 3 character of month, then y. So this is the custom format which I want. I will change the font to Verdana 10, so it will be the look will be similar. So this is the simple form which I have created. Now I will set this form as a startup form. So I will change here in program.cs, in main function I will change frm entry to the startup form. When I will click on this, you will see this new form. Now you can write anything, you can select the dates, you can type anything. So first we'll do some validation, like if you run this application, you can see that in first name you can type alphabets, number and everything. So we'll restrict that first. So we already did same in last video also. We'll do same. We'll copy these 3 methods in this class. So I have copied this method, only number, only alphanumeric. I will only number, only character. So this is the 3 method which I have copied here. Now what I will do is that I will select these 2 and will allow only character. So click on event, key press, only character, and in contact, key press, only number. Also I will restrict the length, that contact number should not be greater than 10. So I will set the max length to 10. First name and the last name should not be greater than 15. So I have set the length also. Now we'll check the application. I am not able to write any alphabets here. The max length of this is 10. Since it's a 15, it is not allowing to type anything. So I have set the validation on type. Or now we'll set the validation of mandatory, that I want all data need to be mandatory. So on click of save button, we'll perform the validation check, and if it is valid, then only. So basically I have created this form. Now we'll create the functionality that it will reset the entire form data on click of reset button. Now nothing will happen. So we'll add that functionality. Or before that I will also change the cursor, like as you've seen that the cursor are not changing, it's a simple. So I want cursor to be changed when the mouse will over on this button. So I will select the controls, then select the cursor property, and will select the hand icon. Now you can see that the cursor is changed, get changed here. On click of close button, I will end the this application. So I will just double click on this close and write a code application dot exit. So this is the code which will end your application. So I have added one more button event exit. Exit. Now on click of reset button, it will prompt the user that are you sure you want to clear this form data, and in click of yes it will clear, and in click of no it will not clear. So how to do that? So I will just double click on reset button, and I will give the message box dot show are you sure you want to reset this form. So this is the basic form which I have this is a basic dialog box which I have created with only OK button, but I want yes and no. So I will do some modification. Will add the title here, question, then add a message button I want yes and no, and the message icon to questions. So these are the some additional parameter I have passed to this message box. Now I will run this application. When I will click on reset, you can see, just a minute, I am showing the difference. I have run this application and click on reset button. You can see, are you sure you want to exit this form? This is the text which will appear in the message box. Or this is a question. The question is nothing but this is the text which we have passed after. So this is the question text which I have typed after that, and then yes no button. This is the yes no button and this question. So now I have to handle whether the user have clicked yes or no. How to handle that? To handle that scenario, Microsoft has provided the dialog result. Dialog result is nothing but it used to capture the results of the message dialog. So I will add a dialog result dear answer and just equal to. So whatever a user will select, but which is either yes or no, it will store in dear answer. So I just add this line of code. Now we'll move further and we'll check the result. If dear answer double equal to dialog result dot yes, if it is yes, then what? Else if dear answer double equal to dialog result dot no, then what? So this is the piece of code which I have written. Now I will in yes I will show you have clicked yes, you have clicked yes, response okay, information, and in no I will, you have clicked no information. So now I just add one more thing, reset no, you have clicked no, reset yes, you have clicked yes. So this is a small piece of code which will help you to get the result what you are selecting in the message box. So now we will write here a piece of code that txt first. Before that I have to give name to my control, that is I will give name this to txt first name, I will give name to txt last name, I will give name to rdb mail, I will give name to rdb female, I will give name to dtp date, I will give name to txt contact. So I have just give the name for my easy reference. Now on click of yes, I will clear all data. Txt first name dot text equal to blank. This is the piece of code will clear the data. So we'll do same thing for txt last name also, txt contact also. For radio button I have to check false, so checked equal to false, so it will remove the selection. rdb mail dot check equal to false. Now we'll check this code. I will comment this. I will now we will check, and in click of no, nothing will happen. I just add it here to show you the response how we are getting. So I have clicked the project, I have write something, I have write something, and I have write something, reset. Are you sure you want to reset this form? Yes. The data get reset. Again I will do. Are you sure you want to reset? No. The data will remain as it is. Now we'll move further and we'll do further validation that all these three fields are mandatory. Means user will not allow to move further if user will not enter any of this data. So how we will do that? So I want to perform that action before save, so it will be obviously on save button. So I will click on save button. So this is the button one name. So event is generated. Now I will select if txt first name dot text dot length, or we can write text length double equal to 0, then message. I will do one more thing, that I will add a counter, give it name as int I error count, which will be 0 first, and in every error I will add it 1. So first time it will be 0. If its length is 0, then it will increase to 1. Same way last name. If rdb mail dot checked equal to false and rdb female dot checked equal to false, if both are not checked, then also I will add the counter. Same thing I will do for contact also, txt contact. So now I will set the number of error, message box dot show total error, I error. Also we'll see how this program is working. So now I will I have select the execute the program. Now we'll click select. It's giving a total error 4. Now check how. So I have put the debug pointer here. Now I will select I will click on save button again. Now check.